Back has it. Rushes on him. Caught in the backfield, it's Carr. It's a seam wide open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he had
Rich.
I'm very rich.
I'm just looking.
Come here. Come here. Leave Daddy alone. Come here, Mama. Come here. Come here, Mama. Wow.
Now you want to be on me.
Yeah. All the phone, Daddy.
first down. And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver if they can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard
you got to show you can stop it, Brody.
That's why this offense can be so explosive.
We streaming too.
We thought we'd
see live with it.
Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is.
Ooh.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown! He shed tackles right and left and housed them. And that touchdown just got this place.
You got too desperate for that one. Can't be being prevent defense.
He's got the leprechaun. He's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score.
Once you make me get out the Wildcat, I'll hop out of it.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Welch. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Using his legs,
whoa,
it's Welch.
where's he going? What in the world?
Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
We ain't getting no press. All right. That's how we doing it.
If you're the offensive
That's
coordinator
unfair.
here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third. Looking deep down the right side. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion. Lewis wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down. Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do? So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on fourth down in their own territory.
Give it to us.
And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the
You throwing it. You ain't even get, you just throwing it. You don't see nobody out there.
Aggressive on your side of the field. That's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go.
You're right. We definitely ain't good.
I don't see the point in going
We let you make the mistake.
game in that situation. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
We let you make the mistake. I just got cooked last game.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Looking to scramble. Not much running room there thanks to
Take all
this senior
yards.
defender. Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. Tight end now in motion.
This can get real ugly. This can get real ugly.
Long, try to convert through the air.
Oh, yeah, it definitely got ugly. You take it. And we was down, so you wasn't getting that one anyway. Yeah, we was down, Brody.
So after reviewing
it looked like it was good.
Video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call.
You want me to run it or pass it?
On first and goal, Notre Dame
tell me.
will try to get it in the end zone. Motion from the
want me to run it or pass it?
Back to pass.
You pass it.
Touchdown, Notre Dame! Fired in from the red zone for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him? Because down here he does a lot of blocking. You play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost it. He'll bring it out. It's Welch. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking downfield on first down. The quick out. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. The quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Grab near the sticks. It's Hayden. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Give it to us.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Nothing going right for this team early.
I'm an All-American, so they lined you up with a heavyweight.
The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You
have
some
nope.
great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Everybody up here for the wins. Everybody up here for the wins. Look, I just looked at your roster. I ain't know Colorado had it like that.
To the air. It's Carr. Gets it out quickly. Breaks into the open. They'll get it down to the 10-yard.
That's the best running back in the game.
Running backs just have
on this game. On this game, he's the best running back. Which he balled out last season.
Matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen. They're just so dynamic. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to scramble. Bought a little time, lets it go.
Who's that? Come on.
Now, will it count as we check out?
That's disrespectful.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Really strong performance.
Nah, that ain't no game. We going for a TD right here, bro.
Here in the first period, as we look at the
We going for a
stats.
TD right
Now
here.
to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter.
It's finna get ugly. We ain't even finna waste no time with it. Straight to the end zone. 16 yards.
Takes the handoff. It's Love. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Don't play with me now.
Very high on every defensive coordinator's
Play with me.
list.
I dig in
Making
there.
the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Quarterback will keep it. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Here comes the field goal unit.
Go ahead and jump off sides field.
Sweat it all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Let's go.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Lewis to throw.
Give it to him. Playing around with him.
The defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
You take it.
Buying some time. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right?
We go out
That
with
was
a
a
bang.
much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
To the air on first down. Fires downfield. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here. Hopefully a touchdown before this first half closes out.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Moving out of the pocket. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Wants to keep it in the air. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield.
Wow.
Throwing,
Ooh.
and they can't hook up on the big play.
Yeah,
That brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and that's tough, man.
He was flustered. That's what that was. He was nervous. He didn't know where the ball was at. He didn't think he was going to get it.
On the outside, you got to give him a little bit of a chance to run underneath that, put a little more air underneath it, but he just overshoots the runway.
They're throwing for it on 4th down.
Go get him.
Oh, he
Again?
loves to fire downfield.
I got some.
Touchdown, Bucks.
I'm a buck. Oh, here he go. He
They couldn't catch
tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen,
I'm going to give you a chance to score a touchdown before half.
The comeback's in full effect.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a
said it's a game. It's a game. He said it's a game. Let's see if it's a game.
On the move from inside his 5. Brings it back out to his own 29-yard line before going out of bounds.
He said it's a game. Let's see if it's a game.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look.
Don't do it.
Snap to the back.
Come on.
The sticks. It's Carr. There he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds where they
yes, sir.
Who needs a 2-minute offense?
I'm going to show you a bomb.
This offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position.
I'm going to show you a bomb.
Now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. To the air, it's Carr.
I'm going to show you a bomb.
Quarterback now breaking the field.
And that's my offensive line.
It's Black. Touchdown, finding out. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Because I'm scoring. It's boring because I'm scoring.
They're hard to stop. Already up early. Got a short field.
You should take this as a learning lesson.
Get another touchdown. This offense is doing.
I told you I just got dominated last game. So they sent me a cupcake. Help me get right.
And he's going to bring this one out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it
That's
out of
something
the
good.
end
You
zone
said I'm a
and being
ball.
knocked down at the
Run that
11.
same play again.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. D showing blitz. It might be bluffing. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble.
It's so hard to defend these guys. You know, it's 1st and 10. Everything's available to you. You don't know if it's run or pass, and then you add in the scrambling element with the quarterback. He does a great job scrambling outside, getting outside the pocket, and then at the end of the play, not taking a hit, getting a first down.
We seen that.
Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down.
Yeah. He can.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down.
Oh, we on it.
Deep down the right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going from broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready. They were disciplined and made a good play on the football.
He's got an open man. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. The Buffaloes will line it up on 1st and 10. Lewis wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
He'll take another shot here. Reels it in down the left side. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
From the red zone, looking for a space.
Oh, you highballed that one. You lucky.
A great catch and run for 6.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer.
That high ball. Let me get it throw. Right over the top.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Is them the clusters that you need?
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Carr. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Right on the money. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Snags it inside the 20.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might.
You got to celebrate that one first.
Passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's
And
first
get ugly
and 10
here.
from inside the red zone. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it.
Good game. So how do you go about your Skittles? Oh, you flavor? You do it by flavor?
I can't just do a handful of Skittles. Eat them like that. And I eat 2 at a time. What?
Any reason? Any reason?
I like the balance. Is that crazy? Is the game already up?
Yeah, he quit. Yeah, after so long, some people be like, it ain't no point. You can, but you never know.
Welcome everyone.
My baby made a post about me.
South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome at Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going.
Boy, baby, I like that picture. That one right here.
Yeah.
And the Canes will kick it away to start. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 20.
You ain't got no speed out there, Brody. That's crazy. Tony only a 92 speed.
He looks so good.
He's brought down at the 26. To the air, it's Carr. Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Notre Dame right back to the line. They'll run it from the gun. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Unloads to the right. Got him, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I'll tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread. Don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches. So really can't do a little bit of everything in an offense.
Here come the Irish back on offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time David sort of... And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Carr. Using the quick game. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. There he goes. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. On fourth down, looking to pass.
Bang.
And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
There's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Floating away. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
That's a great job on the blitz, getting the sack, showing you his speed right there. And with that play, he's making some of the great Golden Domer linebackers of old proud. Guys like Manti Te'o, Jalen Smith. How about Michael Stonebrook? One of the all-time great names in college football history. Looking on, proud of what they're seeing from this young man. This dude has some skills.
He is not going to get there. Stop short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Dances away. Unleashes to the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. So now it's second and long. Making side adjustments here. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. On the ground, it's Locke. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. The Irish time to think about it. They'll open the quarter going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll move the wide receiver. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Ready to fire from the pistol. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's complete on the right side. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down.
Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. Offense set on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13.
That's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. And the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Going for 6. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
going to bring it out. He gets a block. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Canes. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. This is ultra aggressive, still in the first.
It's over with now. We got it.
Kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the
Don't
football.
worry about it. We got it.
Onside kick and take possession right back. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. From the gun, running back gets the give.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. It's Beck. Makes the grab. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Miami. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
We'll see.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a
We'll
nice
see.
drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. Oh, they're after him. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on first down that just goes awry?
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. To the ground with the back. And runs through another guy. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Dropping back, it's Carr. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Going to swing it on second down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's not afraid to go deep. Makes the grab down the left side. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him.
My yard.
I expect more of the same here in the second half.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being...
No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they hoped for. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Scanning the field, it's Carr. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
run play action. Buys a little time. Got his man to the left. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. This time he's got it. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Back to throw, it's Beck. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Buys a little extra time. And they fail to hook up on third down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He got it.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. And now on second down for this offense. They'll move the tight end. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Carr. Finds the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. Working that left side. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Noses his way forward. Maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Wants to fire on second down. Oh, he's got some space. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Guys, this offense has a couple of jobs. The first one, get the touchdown. Then they'll need the 2 to tie here in the 4th. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Carr. And they will score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment, late in the 4th quarter, when you need the 2-point conversion?
They got the touchdown, but still a 2-point conversion short of tying it up late. Wide receiver going in motion. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Now they'll try to tie it up with the 2 late. The snap sets up the throw. He makes the grab for the 2-point conversion, and in the final moments, we are tied. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Wants to throw on first down. Now adjusting. He'll pull it down in line. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's back. Get it out on the screen. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Oh,
GG's.
This could be huge in a tie game. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this
change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. Fighting off the defender. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Looking for a huge play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And every defensive coordinator in the country will tell you, you want to get them to 3rd and long. Obvious passing situations. Because they won 2nd down and they got that big sack, they put them in the predictable 3rd down. They win and probably force the punt.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Looking downfield, it's Beck. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the grab on the right. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the 2nd overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Working the middle, it's complete. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They want to keep this drive alive. 3rd and short here in overtime. Firing to the right, complete. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7th. 1st and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. Got his man quickly. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The Canes moving quickly to the line. Under fire. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
This quarterback is really struggling in this game with decisions and also accuracy. He's already been picked off multiple times, and that time that was a bad underthrow. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
3rd and goal as they try to punch it in from the doorstep. push this lead to 7. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll give it to the back. Got it up for the first. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
First and goal, down a touchdown. They have to get it in the end zone. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Moving away from pressure. Got rid of it just in time. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Using his feet. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Third and goal, and they have to find a way to get a touchdown. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. Touchdown, Aaron! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here? Put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. Makes the grab. It's Flanagan. Breaks into the open. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Notre Dame right back to the line. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. Under fire. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And they go back on top.
And And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. Quickly to the tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Hurricanes are threatening in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He caught it. That'll do it. A double overtime touchdown to walk it off.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made...
Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. A rather underwhelming start as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the
Dog
Texas
taste out
A&M
of your
Aggies.
mouth.
As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. He'll bring it out. It's Price. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably...
You didn't want the child when you divorced, so think about taking it again.
No longer in critical condition. Must pay close attention to his pulse. Remember, there must always be someone watching you and absolutely no dirt, dust, or any other material getting this place. No need. I'll stay. You walk up and rest.
It's all a little. She's the one who wanted to do
Second guessing that return. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker.
Just lost it. That's what's going on.
Wants to pass it. Caught behind the
Close
line.
it.
It's
Went into
caught.
overtime.
At the 45 on his way. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And so much for feeling each other out for a few plays. These guys come out spinning it.
All gas, no brakes. Come in and spin the magic bean on the opening play of the game, taking a shot. Doesn't get better than that if you're this quarterback.
They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. The inside handoff. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Open space at the 25. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're gonna feed their running back. Great job featuring him, great job setting the physical tone, and they punched this defense right in the mouth and already got them back on their heels.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Bringing the heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Going to work in the red
That's
zone.
Mike.
They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Carr. He caught it. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They want to run this quarterback. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Quarterback moving. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. The opening drive, nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The Aggies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll leave it with him. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
That's good for Fighting Texas Aggies.
We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Snagged in the middle, it's Moss. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the 1st down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. On the move. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. They'll try to pass their way in. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Grabbed over the middle. It's Flanagan. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Owens. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Reed. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, he's still on his feet. They'll receive on the back, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Aggie.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And boy, did they finish with a huge play in the passing game, scoring from 85 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Price. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Snap to the back. Here comes the heat. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback may change this route. To throw, it's Carr. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, I like where the quarterback got, because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. There he goes. The 50, the 40, the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Irish. Once he got some room, it was over. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Just putting that belt to butt, bro.
Lining up to tack
Belt
one more onto that lead.
Belt to butt.
And
You can hear me.
point puts them on top 21-7.
No worries, big dog. That's what it means.
Did they 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown?
Belt.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Owens. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Moss. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards and then stop that clock.
To the air, it's Reed. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something go.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Man, what great discipline by this defense. They didn't sit on routes short. They take a shot down the field on third and short. Questionable shot probably. Nice job being disciplined and getting the interception.
Yeah, just because you have the shot play called on third down like that as a quarterback, that doesn't give you the freedom to just throw it down there if he's not open. I think that time he forced it into traffic, and that's why it got picked off.
Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back has it. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead's extended a little further. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Owens. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this.
Turning it on! Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
He'll do it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
I really love this guy running the option. I'll tell you, for years and years and years at Texas A&M, when it came to running the ball, it was mostly turning around and handing it off to a running back. But I like this new look. getting the quarterback sprinkled into the running game as well, and doing it in the option game is something that I really think gives them a chance to have a different dimension in their offense. They're going to be so much more difficult to stop the more this guy carries the ball.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Craver. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
Can't get him to the ground. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Texas A&M going quickly. To the air, it's Reed. And he's got it! Touchdown, Texas A&M!
Gotta
start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that.
You can do another down.
You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Price. Slips through the line. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets. By Felicia.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. He'll bring it out. It's Owens. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football.
Turning on the Jets. At the 20. Touchdown, Aggie. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Coming out with it, it's Price. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. He's got him. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So we open the final period with a third down play. Dropping back, it's Carr. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Toss sweep to the right. Finding open areas. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Third down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. He'll go to the sneak. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. The give to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. At this point, the clock is like the 12th man on offense. I assume they'll keep it on the ground here.
I would think so, too, but I also want to get the score and end this game. Like, that touchdown puts me up by 2 possessions, ball game over.
The defense still has 3 timeouts. Let's see if they force the issue and make this quarterback try to kneel down again. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Open, buddy. Sorry.
They'll break out the wildcat to try to move the chains. On the snap, it's Love. And they'll finish the run.
The only thing I regret is you. I'm just joking. It's so cliche. Alright, this is the last one for today. 3195 Shirley. Thank you, Eugene. You've been a great help.
Blair, you've been working hard for weeks. You need to take some rest, okay?
I love you.
I'll be back soon.
Drive safe.
End zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Just put a little bit of distance in this game and try to put it on.
Oh, he quit.
New game?
No, he quit. He just quit. It took a second for it to register.
Oh.